Welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today I want to introduce you to a new American Jene color in our watercolor line, named after Ward Gene Stroud. So you may know Ward from Brusho and a couple other videos that we have done. We'll put links up here to all that kind of good stuff. Ward is a very talented watercolorist and has his own color called Ward Gene's Dusty Green. And it's a very, very unusual mix. I really kind of dig it. It's like a benzimita orange and a cobalt turquoise put together. So you have a subtle, kind of interesting green that's warm, but it's also kind of like a neutral in a way. It's kind of great, and because of those two kind of unusual pigments in the mix, you get some kind of really fun interactions that happen on the surface where those two pigments just kind of party and hang out and do fun stuff. So I'm putting a wet wash onto a Kilimanjaro 300-pound bright white right here, so that you can kind of see we don't have any interference from a natural white kind of making it look more like any warmer than it normally is. But you can see already, you can see in the palette, and then you can see on here how those two pigments, they kind of are they're kind of like jockeying for position a little bit. The turquoise and the benzimita, they kind of will separate, and on this texture you can see them doing their own little thing, and it's quite beautiful. And the darker and denser it gets, the more of that activity that you can see. It's really, really cool. And you get these like turquoise undertones with these like dashes of orange and stuff like that. And it's very nice. Very nice. I'll show you like one of the things we did with it. I was playing with it in our workshop that we had right here at Cheap Joe's recently. And so this is a little bit of Ward's Dusty Green, and it was laid into a very, very wet wash, very wet, and there was a lot of color laid in here. And so you can see where you have the undulations of the orange and the turquoise and all kinds of cool stuff happening. Now, to kind of play with that and push it a little bit more, I dabbed in some bluestone, played a little bit with that. There's a little bit of Fine-Tec, there's some copper, and this like peacock color. And then to kind of just mess with it some more, we just loaded it with some more of the dusty green, and then hit it with a heat gun to super dry it. So that's how we get these like floating amorphous kind of shapes and stuff. And then we just, to add a little bling and dress it up a little bit, put some jewelry on it, we put some embossing powder on there. So this is the embossing powder in copper, and when we heated it again, you see a little bit more of the intensity of the benzimita activating under the heat, and it just magic stuff. Magic stuff. And that's what we love here at Cheap Joe's, bringing you the magic stuff. So check out this new color from our American Jene watercolor line, Ward Gene's Dusty Green, available here only at Cheap Joe's. We're sure that you'll enjoy.